My name is Kathy Cornwell, and I've been training at AIM for about 3.5 years. I started as my 50th birthday was approaching, and I thought I needed to do something as a gift to myself for the 50th birthday. I was thinking about my longevity, and I was thinking about staying fit for the long haul. And it's been the best investment for myself and my health. I definitely have been one of those people who, was like, okay, time to quarantine. I didn't fight it. I was like, we're shutting in, and my husband and I have continued to really be not venturing out much at all. And but at the same time, I knew I needed to continue seeing you, and I was very enthusiastic about switching to online. And I had, great faith that you'd be able to continue to provide the same value in an online format, even though that wasn't something that you had been doing like on a regular basis. And it was actually very seamless. The exercise did not miss a beat. It just changed from being there where you are to here. I mean, I always did my cardio sort of on my own. But the weight training and the other training, we just switched to online. And so it's been great. We use Zoom. I have this little chair that I put this laptop on, and so I can move you around the room. Sometimes I put the laptop on the floor if I'm down on the mat. And you are just very creative. You have so many exercises and so much knowledge that even if I didn't have much equipment at all, you could still give me a crazy workout, because sometimes we're not using anything except for my own body weight or like a towel. And I feel like I've continued to make crazy progress. And it's been also, I mean, when I go to your studio, it's always like, these are the 2 best hours of my week. And it's still true with Zoom. An hour of socializing on Zoom is exhausting. For me, I don't know, that's something how I feel. But when we do the exercising on Zoom, it's not like that, because I'm doing stuff. The hour just goes really fast and it's fun. It's the same thing as when we're in the studio, where at the end you're just like, yeah, I did it. And what's surprising is like, okay, I can't wait to travel, can't wait to go to a restaurant, things like that. But I can't say that I'm like, oh, I'm dying to go back to the in-person format. It would be a joy to come see you in the studio and work out there, but this is also totally doing it for me. This is still great for me. So I'm not like dying for that at all. Another thing that really surprises me is how well you're able to see what I'm doing as far as form, and make corrections through the computer. It's like almost as good as if you're right there, and you can be like, you're lifting your elbow or your hip, so that's really good. I mean, you're trained to see things, but also just computer to computer, you're still able to really pick up on all those small cheats that I'm doing. I mean, maybe some people might be concerned on, if they don't have enough equipment, but like I said, you don't really need anything because you have a huge depth of knowledge. And so that's not really relevant. There's been times when I've had like a sore muscle where if we were in person, maybe you would have done some hands-on, but you're able to do certain exercises or stretches that have worked that out. Really, it didn't take long to sort of get it down. We haven't had many problems with Zoom or anything like that. We haven't had any internet issues. So no major issues. I mean, I already knew how to use Zoom, and many of us are using it now a little bit, at least. It's pretty user friendly. But what I like to do, and what people can't see right now, is like I am doing the gallery view. And so there's only 2 of us in this gallery, but that's what I do when we work out, so that I can see Michelle at the top and me at the bottom. And so it actually works as like a mirror, like when you go to Michelle's studio and they have a wall of mirrors, and that helps because I can see my own form and I'm seeing Michelle's smiling face. And then, and that also stops you from seeing like the bouncing back and forth of the speaker view, which is jarring. And so sometimes you'd be seeing Michelle, sometimes you'd be seeing you. And then it also really helps when we do a lot of balance work lately. And so when I'm standing there on one foot and I'm, doing things with my arms, I can, if I want to, I can look at myself balancing. And sometimes that is helpful also. And then it does also help me to show what Michelle is seeing. And so, because I'm moving you around sometimes if we're going to different places in the room. And so it helps me to be like, do I have this positioned well so you're seeing me, for the next exercise. I also want to say it's been like a lifesaver. I mean, just as far as like mental health and physical health, I mean, like, this is just so critically important, especially at this time, it's just, it's been tough for everybody. And so to have these like 2 moments in my week where I'm like, engaged and like happy. And people who are busy, this is perfect for, because again, you don't need to travel to the studio. So actually, in fact, it is good for people with kids because you can still be in the house with them. You don't have to establish childcare. You could just say, I'm going into this room. I think it's perfect for just so many different people. And then I think also you are really good at dealing with sort of the continuum of just all ages, especially older people. I mean, decades older than me. You have a lot of experience dealing with like elderly clients. And so, I think you just provide a really safe workout. And so I think that's really critical for just for so many of us. And that's one thing that's really good about you too. I've never gotten hurt and I've never been like the next day, like, oh, I'm in so much pain. I mean, you keep it below that threshold. And so I think for people who are either new to exercise or just want to improve without like getting injured or all that, I just think you're a great solution for all of us.